amis de Travail Dream, nous sommes au Caire à la pyramide Giza. Donc restez branchés et suivons l'événement. Likez, partagez, abonnez-vous et on continue l'aventure.
Now, this is actually the tomb for the engineer, the architect. Who is the guy he's built it? That's the Great Pyramid. He put it very close to the King Cheops in this area. It's allowed to go forward, but it's okay. This is my friend. I'm going to protect him, to give him the tipping. Take a couple of pictures. After you visit inside that one, I'm going to take you to go visit the other tomb, the son for the engineer. You're going to see a beautiful hieroglyphic inside. And you see a nice statue and a nice okay?
خش يا باشا عيش خش نص اوكي follow him lovely morning خش قدامهم lovely morning خش قدامهم where you come from?
President, attends, il va rentrer là-bas.
Africans in America, everybody.
Nice to see you. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time.
His family engineer. Yes. Here, vision one for here, chamber here, big chamber here, and chef decide to meet her. And okay.
Oui, ça c'est la famille de l'architecte de la pyramide. Nous sommes dans sa tombe comme ça. Nous sommes dans la tombe de l'architecte qui a fait la pyramide. Voilà même son image qui est là. Et toutes ces écritures-là, comme j'ai dit, ça explique, c'est une manière pour eux d'écrire partout dans la tombe d'un mort sa vie qu'il a eue sur terre jusqu'à le jour de sa mort et pendant ses funérailles. Parce que pour les Égyptiens, la mort n'est pas la fin de la vie. Voilà, la vie continue jusqu'à dans l'au-delà. American food is good, but you know the meat is what is called you know the meat is what is called
Welcome back to life.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Voilà, ça.
Donc les tous sont pas. You okay?
Ok.
A. Tu as vu, non, c'est le A. Et puis il y avait un autre signe encore. Je crois que ça c'était le E. Ça c'était le E. Donc,
This is my friends. We're Abu Bakr and then we know each other.
You're welcome here. Thank you.
And then also, first we're gonna go continue right now, climb to get a couple of pictures with a nice view. Okay. And also he can give you more information, view about the pyramids, more information, more history. Okay. And then after that we can go use a camel ride, because you said to me you need a camel ride. The camel is the taxi from the area here. He can show you the grade, the second, the third, and the panorama point to get a nice picture with the whole 9 pyramids. Okay. And then you go to Tomb of the Workers and then to go at the Sphinx. Okay?
Okay. Welcome to Giza Plateau. This is one of the royal necropole. Yeah. Here I will give you like a short survey about the old Egyptian history, or I mean the pharaonic history. In the beginning, the Egyptians more than 10,000 years or 10,000 before the Christ, they started to live as tribes living on both sides of the Nile, moving from one point to another, searching for food, and also living close to the Nile, to be able to use the water for drinking, fishing, and so on. one of the Egyptian kings, this man, he started to unify all the tribes and become the king of Egypt. That was 4000 BC. He is from the north of Egypt, and he already succeeded in doing that. And then after that, after his death, everything gone back, tribes fighting against each other. Because starting from 5000 BC, they started to know about the agriculture. And that means the more people and more land you can control, that means more crops you can gain from this land and from these people. And that's why he started to be a king on all those tribes. And then after that, 3200 BC, another one came from the south, from Upper Egypt, and he started to control the tribes and become also the king of Egypt. But in this time, he started to build a city to be like the capital. This city, we call it Nib Hidig or Min Nifar. Min Nifar. Min Nifar means the beautiful city. Nifar means beautiful in the old Egyptian language.
Okay. Oh, that means the language change? It's not the same language from the Egyptian, ancient Egyptian?
Again, please?
No. Now the Egyptian language and is different for the...
Sure, now we speak Arabic.
Oh,
Now we speak Arabic. We don't speak the old Egyptian language.
Okay.
The old Egyptian language, one of the dialects of the old Egyptian language is used only in the prayers of the Coptics. The Christians, the Egyptian Christians, they use only one dialect, the last dialect of the old Egyptian language in their prayers in the church. But to be honest, most of the people don't understand the meaning of the most of the words. They already repeat, but they don't understand all the words. This is how it is going today. So back to the king, this king who unified the tribes, King Narmer, and then he started to build this city to become his capital. From this point, he started to, of course, the people who die at this time, they need, people who live in this city, they need a cemetery to bury the deceased people at that time. So they started to use the necropole of Saqqara, and the name Saqqara is derived from the name of one of the god of the deceased. His name is the god Sukkar.
The god Sukkar.
Sukkar, or Sukkar, to be easy to remember the name Sukkar, which is sugar. Already used this one. And then from this point, they started also to set like a system for ruling this land. And this system we still use until today, which is the king, ministers, and then governors. All this system we use until today. And also they started to have like a dynasty system. I mean, the king and all his male sons, or all his sons, become the kings of Egypt.
Son, the father to son.
Father to son to grandson. This is how it is going. So we have 30 dynasties ruled Egypt for about 3,000 years, starting from 3,200 BC until 332, until Alexander the Great came to Egypt and crowned as the king of Egypt. All this time, all those 30 kings, they didn't rule Egypt from one place, from only Memphis, but for Memphis, just for about 1,000 years, as the capital of Egypt, and then they started to move the capital from Memphis into Thebes or into Luxor today. Anyway, back to Memphis. For their necropole, they used Saqqara in the beginning, and then starting from the 4th dynasty, another king, or one of the kings, his name is the king Snefru. He is the father of Cheops. Snefru.
Oh, Snefru. Is the father
of Cheops, the builder of the Great Pyramid here.
Oh, yeah.
Snefru started to build his tomb in the shape of pyramid. But before Snefru, we have another one in 3rd dynasty who already decided, his engineer decided to build his tomb in the shape of pyramid. But in the beginning, it was not successful for him to build a complete shape of pyramid, but he built the step pyramid. He put the original plan of the tomb is just like underground room, and this room covered by block of stone, and then we call it mastaba. And of course they put all what is, the mummy and what is need, all what they need in afterlife, they put in this tomb.
Okay.
So this is the normal plan of the tomb.
Okay.
Yes.
I have one question. Why the Egyptian king need to build so big pyramid like that to just be a tomb?
I will jump to this point, but just in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I will
No
answer this
problem.
question just in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So the first king, the king Djoser, built his tomb in the shape of pyramid, but not complete one like this one. But he built it like mastaba, and then another one, smaller one, and then the third one, also smaller. 6 mastabas above each other, and then they got the shape of steps. That's why we call it the step pyramid. And then the first king in 4th dynasty, the father of Cheops, his name is the King Snefru, also tried to build his tomb in shape of pyramid. In the beginning he failed, and because he changed the bending angle of the pyramid at the top. That's why we call it the bent pyramid.
Okay.
And then he built another one. We call it the red pyramid because it's built of red limestone.
Okay.
And then his son started or decided, when he became the king of Egypt, the king Cheops, he started to use this cemetery or to build this cemetery. So for this city, Memphis or Men Nefer, they used 3 cemeteries.
Okay.
One of them is here on Giza Plateau, or the last one is here on Giza Plateau. Now, your question, why they built their tomb in the shape of pyramid and so big pyramid.
Yes, so big and
Big building.
It's like special.
Yeah.
Something very special.
So the question should be in the beginning, why the pyramid shape?
Yeah.
The pyramid shape because they need it for 2 purposes. The first one is that it is like representing the sun rays coming to earth. If you imagine the sun ray is on the top of the pyramid, you will find that the pyramid shape is representing the sun rays coming to the earth. This is the first one, the first reason. The second reason, according to
Guy, stop.
light up into the sky or into one of the stars. So the diagram is going together in a grid that you can see if you go to
Driver Dream, welcome to Egypt.
Driver Dream, welcome to Egypt.
the highly employers also have the privilege to build their tomb, his skull, and also another one